Today on Eppy's Chop Shop, I slap your mama.
Take off my hydroplasmatic inflation suit this instant! Oh, what does it do? What does it do? Oh.
Today on Eppy's Chop Shop, we're giving out free tea bags, and so is the truck.
And I'm supposed to be like all these other niggas talking about the same shit. We just speak in very different languages. Hey.
Well, what up, guys, and welcome back to another episode of the Chop Shop. Thanks for tuning in. Hope all is well. And as you can see, still from the last video, Sandy is not in here. But what you have not seen, if you don't tune in to my book of faces or Instagram, this is the current situation with the truck. Now again, this is not going to sit this low daily, but I do have this option, and I do still have clearance. And the jack is the only thing stopping me from hitting the ground right now. But according to my calculations, I should be able to lay a bumper on 20s if I were to ever choose to do so. Now, unfortunately, I did not stay below my bed floor like I thought I was gonna. Obviously, the bed lats are gonna go this way, which will leave this exposed. That's cool. Maybe we'll have a Queen City cut us some cool top plates or something. But oh, it's exciting. Looks so good squatting. Oh. But where we're at today is, of course, a little practice run here so I can kind of help the video go along. Just some cool little speed holes. These are 1 3/8 and 7/8 holes staggered back and forth. 6 of them, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7, sorry, equal or unequal. Anyway, and I used real minimal tools doing this. Is just some cheap Harbor Freight step bits. Thus far, I am 3 deep in them. I think I will get most of this side done. They are starting to get dull, but I mean, look how thick this metal is. I mean, it's no joke. And for $12 in bits, they're doing work. The stencil kit I just got from Walmart, super cheap. Other than that, just kind of some speed squares and stuff. A punch, WD-40 for lube and help keep your blade cool. Some tape. I'll show you how I laid this out. I literally just went straight down. You can still see my marks. I used the rolls in the bumper, the ends of them, as my mark. And it just turned out to be that this was 2 feet. So 1 foot, 6 inches, 6 inches, 3 inches, 3 inches, 3 inches, 3 inches. I mean, it's all completely spaced evenly, and 3-inch increments. I believe this height here was also 3 inches, so this was 1.5 inches, if I remember correctly. But all the measurements are super easy. But so if you have this bumper, you can make this happen for what, 20, 30 bucks. But in all honesty, without further ado, there's not a whole lot to talk to you about it. I would be careful. Those bits will grab and twist. If you've got a fragile wrist or not paying attention, you could potentially sprain it. I've even seen people break their wrists on heavier duty, like whole hogs and augers and stuff. They're surprisingly strong, so be careful. Again, use lubricant to keep your blade sharp, cool. Without further ado, let's I think let's just kick some music on and get this jacked back up and get some speed holes in this other side. Oh, and one thing real quick, because I might forget later. I have on order, they are later model factory replacement license plate lights for these that are LEDs, so they'll be brighter, so you can see me when I'm doing burnouts. They also have a little backlit red light in them, which I think is really cool. So again, quit rambling, get back to work.
love and marriage.
And legato, guys. There it is. One step at a time, one piece at a time. Just like Johnny Cash. Check this thing out. Again, you know, it just... I think this came as a 2-pack right here. I think this actually cost me like 20 bucks, if I'm being honest. I believe this came in a 2 or 3 pack for like 10 bucks. So for 30 bucks, I made speed holes happen that I wanted to happen. And again, you know, I staggered them. These ones are 1 3/8 and these are 7/8. The only problem that I encountered, probably get up in here, there was a little bit of bracing back here that I got into. That was just the bracket that held it. No big deal. This rust spot right here is actually a what used to be a weld, or this is, you know, heat stress, corrosion from the weld. I need to rebuild the bracket behind here. Again, no big deal. Got my lights coming in, like I talked about before. The only other thing I think I'm gonna do is probably pull this plate off, and some of the welding through here is gonna come undone. I'm gonna hammer and dolly that back down. And if you rewind to some older videos, you'll see this bumper was just oh, beat the hell. And the same thing, just hammer and dolly. I don't have a bunch of money, so what I did, I just used the back of a sledgehammer on the back of the metal and just a regular ball peen hammer, beat it in place. Made my own hammer and dolly setup. If you can't tell, it's kind of the theme of around the garage. It's just kind of using what's laying around to make do with what I need to do. So, oh man, but this is exciting. This is exciting. Look at her. And again, rear end doesn't sit this low. It won't sit this low all the time when it's done. Eventually, probably will when it's on bags, but want to do some cruising, run power tour in this thing on some leaf springs, and then we'll probably bring it back home and bag it. But oh, so exciting. But again, guys, just a quick, yet another quick, cheap project that anybody can do with just a little bit of research, taking your time. You can make it happen. You can do cool things. Like, I'm not an experienced guy, and I'm making this truck happen slowly but surely in not a big garage with a bunch of fancy tools. I don't have a lot of things. I don't have a lot of money. Currently, technically unemployed. So, with that being said, stay tuned for future cheap projects with no money. And I'm going to apologize. Sitting at home, I've had a few more beers than I normally have. And yeah, thanks for tuning in. Hope y'all are doing well. Deuces.